sort of have this center wood here that did have some kind of little sections on it to stop you from falling. Got some bracing there, which is pretty cool. Oh, okay, there's a roller. So that was to keep the cable from popping up higher. Huh. That must mean that the angle kind of changes from time to time then, if that's the case. Got time for the lights to go on. Yeah, these little ladder sections are nice. A bunch of them are pulled up though. Gotta be careful. Take a look back up. Oh, kind of does change angle there. Kind of increases the last little bit. Getting nice and cool.
So we got to shimmy across this.
Oh, nice. Deadly.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can you see the bottom? I can't from here.
You can maybe I can.
Okay.
Either way.
Is it a pit of death or a pit of maim?
I do believe this is quasi-deadly.
It seems deathly, yes. Whoa, almost fell there. Our first sign of some electrical wire. It's not Romex, but it's some kind of braided insulation.
Yeah, that's the pre-Romex stuff, isn't it, with no ground?
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna hit pause and get across. Just right. Another hole. Didn't get too far past that one right there. I don't know, like, why this would just blow out in the bottom unless they were stoping underneath.
Oh, well, I think these are all
There's
slippery, by the way.
There's an Orcar wheel. Doesn't look too pretty, but it's passable.
Yeah, that's not passable.
You do look kind of silly,
Yeah.
but you also look alive. All right, well, we've seen enough of their butts. So after sliding through that, right there, let me get the light. Oh yeah, that would have been bad to fall. The square set of this area, but it's actually all kind of fallen in. So this actually fell in.
From up there?
Well, and then they cleaned it up, right? Because all this stuff would have fallen straight down on the tracks, and it didn't. Made it through the collapse. We've got some, looks like SO core dish type stuff. I don't know if they're airlines, yeah, they're electrical lines because they're super heavy. So you see another roller right there, and the angle changes a bit. It kind of increases. All right, heading down further. So those 3 electrical cables. More of the same. Well, you know, still heading down. But I stopped here. This is the air pipe, and You see how they bent it? I think they heated it up like it, as hot as they could possibly get it, and just manually bent it because you can see it's creased. But I mean, obviously it's not leaking, otherwise they wouldn't have put it in. But that's some primitive way to bend pipe, And same with right here. This is new here. It starts turning. See the roller there on the left. Hold the cable. The angle has lightened up a little bit. Mobile oil, I think it says there. Oh wow, look, it rode that top part pretty good. Dang. Still spins perfectly. Wow. Yeah, that got eaten into really good. Yeah, look at that mobile oil. Could have been, I don't know, for just keeping this thing oiled. And whoever did it did a good job because it spins really well. Keep on following the bend. As soon as I turn the camera off, turn it back on, there's some more stuff here. Kind of a larger size room. Oh yeah, look at all that timbering. Got more of the cables. Oh wow, that's a neat ore chute. Right above. So there's no way to control it from here, so I don't know how you coordinate the dumping. I mean, that ore bin would have to be perfectly placed. You can kind of see where's the small pile of where they missed. Wonder where that goes to. 2 wheelbarrows, missing wheels. Big air tank here. Another cable. We'll see if we can find the end of one of them. Figure out what it is. Ooh. Here we go. Look at this roller again. I just ate into it. Alright, here we go. So this is a transformer from 230 460 to 120 230. Nowadays, it's more common. It's just 480 to 120 transformer. It's fairly common. 15 kVA. Like to see into it. It doesn't look like it's. Yeah, it's not even oil filled. It's just open coil, open air. 60 amp disconnect. And look at this big bastard here. Damn. Westinghouse. Oil circuit breaker, 200 amps. Up to 2500 volts, so you can put any voltage up to 2500 on it. But it looks like that's the 480. So the 480 comes to here, 480 goes out to the transformer, over to 120, to the disconnect, and then out. I don't know why they need an oil switch just for 200 amps. If it was 20, if it was like over 1,000 volts, you might. But it doesn't make sense for 40. Yeah, exactly right. You're probably right. That's what they had, so that's what they used. Cool.
So you're thinking these lines coming down here were 480?
Yeah. Yep. Higher voltage to get it further. Yep. But why would they go to... See, and I imagine they had 480 and 120 headed down further. That makes sense. So this is probably where they started all the lights. One thing I noticed as I was walking past, I just didn't really see, is you've got cord cap plugs. You've got multiple ways to get inside here. So I bet you this doesn't have just like 4 contacts in it. I bet you it has, who knows, 12, 16 contacts inside, and it breaks them all at once. So that kind of makes sense on why it's so large. But yeah, pretty neat. All right. Oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me? I went from instant fear of a collapse to instant joy. Wow.
All right.
Holy crap.
Hold it.
That's awesome.
Okay, one more.
So we're at what is the bottom, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it stops
Nice,
there.
got it.
We'll double check. Well, leave it like that again. I want to get a close up. It's not very often you get to see that.
Actually dumping where it's supposed to dump as well.
Right. Go ahead and show us again, Miner Maya.
All right.
Look at that.
Let me get one with this other mold.
And here's the ore chute right here. That is awesome.
Okay, one more. That's pretty sweet.
Very cool, man. Wow. Sweet. So we're dumping our packs here. I walked right past this other stuff. I get so tunnel vision on that. So some dynamite boxes. We've got Hercules powder. That's a good one. I've got one exactly like that my dad's dad gave him. And there's another gelatin one. So they're using different types. Oh, that's a great box. Westinghouse lamps. I'd like to find a date. Ooh, it's very, very wet. No, this is a wrapping for a light bulb. No date on it. Wood barrel. And then 2 more of the dynamite crates, not the Hercules one. Okay, so here we go, right here. ICC-14. Can't quite make it out. Let me cut the lights down. Gold. I just can't tell. Something. I don't know. I'll figure it out, or somebody will post in the comments what brand this is. Illinois. All right, a lot to see here. We'll keep going. Oh, look at that. Look at that tag, yeah. You know anything about these, Maya?
Joshua Hendy out of California. Yeah, I actually made Jason a replica tag.
Wow.
For one of his cars. That was a Matson.
It's like 3D printed or something, or CNC?
No, those are stamped brass.
That's stamped brass. Wow.
And the ones I made, I etched them
Okay.
with ferric chloride to get the same effect.
Wow. All right. Got competing companies. Got Westinghouse. We got some GE
And everything.
stuff. Yeah. Haven't seen this before. It says to surface. I don't know why they put it underneath the track. Is this way really to the surface, or did they just use that to shim the track? But either way, something that we haven't seen before. We're heading to the left. Guess I'll just film. This is easy. I don't like to film when I walk if I need 2 hands to not fall to my death, but this is pretty easy here. We think we went down about 400 feet. Wow, big concrete structure. Was there a winds or something? Has to be.
I think so. I don't know what that would have been.
I mean, it had power, and it needed a solid freaking foundation. Oh, look at this old horn.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I don't think it's a speaker.
No.
Oh, newspapers.
Anywhere for a cable to go from here anywhere, you know?
Right, yeah, it kind of stops there. There's no in and out, it's just one.
Well, hell, unless
Yo,
it went-
you know what?
unless it went straight up here.
This was absolutely a winch, because that's the bell.
Yeah.
That's basically the bell for the signals.
I can believe Yeah.
So the winch was here.
So did it go up?
Oh yeah, very well could have. It's kind of a weird place to put it. They use their dynamite boxes to build everything. Another air tank.
Yep.
This is probably, I don't know, well, this outside diameter is about 4 inches. That's very heavy duty stuff. You can see the ID from the metal. Man, you could drop a boulder on that and it wouldn't even flinch.
I think it was just for the cable to go over to this thing.
Somebody's wife left their broom down here. Another, this is a 200 amp switch. Cool bottle. I guess it's more modern. Lard. I love newspapers. $16mm movie projector. Looks like $698 for it. Runs an AC and DC. Make your own records. That's probably that wax. Maybe that with the wax records. Just guessing. $698 for this hot flow. I got a kick out of this stuff. Oh, a new bar dispenser. Hell yeah. You can put your whiskey in there, spin it and pour each glass. Ha! Love to find a date. I might just have to research the products and go from there. Watch the danger spots, ladies, for your wrinkles. No date, but pretty old. I will do some research and see what I can find. And if I find anything, I'll stick it in the video. Anything else? More light bulbs, crystal cups. Hoping to see it. Best used by date. All right, we'll move on. Man, I can't believe the size of this concrete pad with all the studs. They had big plans for it. But that's the only thing we can think of is it went right there. I mean, it could be for pulling an ore car here, but there you would see a bunch of rollers. So that's out. I wonder where the bell signal goes. I'm trying to figure out which one. Here's the bell signal wire right here. Okay, continues down. So this is the bell wire right here, and it heads up. There's stuff everywhere in this mine.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing. More boxes, barrels, and that's called a skip, right?
Yep, incline skip.
Incline skip. Is there a decline skip, or is?
I think they're interchangeable.
Yeah, I don't understand that. People, some say incline, some say decline. It's like the same. Just call it an angle. So that, yeah, I'm gonna keep. Oh wow, look at this slusher bucket too.
Look at
This mine is full of stuff. This is untouched. Okay, so yeah, that's the wire. I guess it keeps going, but can you pick that up there, Derek? I think that might be the mine signal signs.
Mm-mm.
Ah, okay. They're the bell signals.
Yeah, I think that probably would have been the bell signals.
Yeah, I think it disappeared. Holy cow! I didn't even look up yet. Okay, so this makes sense. That cable went up to here. I'm guessing, maybe.
Okay.
Oh, it made sense for a second. Doesn't anymore. Okay, yep. So here is the signal. So that winch that we were just at, the cable went to here, and it was for operating this down here. Holy shoot, that's as far as I can possibly see. And there's the basically the activator, right? So they pull on this cable. They pull on a cable somewhere, and that's what makes it honk. So you can communicate with your hoist operator. It's a funny way to do it, but it works. Do you think this is vanilla frosting?
With fecal spritzer in it.
Yeah.
Definitely lots
It's
of-
super rubbery. Just in this one area, I just missed so much stuff because there's tons to look at. Look at this big lantern. I haven't seen one this big before. That's what she said. But we're here in the same area with this slusher bucket. Bunch of stuff. All right. So we're gonna drop our pipe down here and see how far it goes. Go ahead, Maya. Sparks. I would say undetermined on that because I can't tell if that was. But there were some sparks. Do you have your laser light?
I do. That's what I'm going to actually
Okay.
come up here.
I'll trade you. I'm gonna hold this over so I can maybe see.
Yeah, it looks like a...
I think I can see the bottom.
Yeah. It's
That-
either a choke point or the bottom.
That light is amazing. Tell me about that light really quick, actually, while you have it.
So this laser light, it uses a 10-watt laser, blue laser. It excites some sort of crystals inside of here, turns it to a white light, and blasts it out far distances. Manufacturer claims over 4,000 feet.
And who makes it?
Phoenix.
Okay.
It's a Phoenix HT30R.
All that sounded cool except for the crystal part. I think that was made up. I want to get one of those. That's pretty incredible.
It is originally a Chinese company, so they probably made it up.
Excitement,
Bless you.
blessings, and it's not easy.
Bunch of signatures on this.
Where was this in your packy pack?
Did it pop up here? Just so we did this?
Yeah, so that winch all the way back there was just for getting ore right here. Crazy. So we're at Split back there earlier. We took the left, now we're taking the right. Big ore chutes. Really big burly ones. Oh, this is super shiny. Don't know if you're able to see that in the video. Whatever type of rock this is here. Wow. Pretty. Bunch of bends in the track. Oh wow, a very sharp turn.
A very sharp turn into a very deep hole.
Yeah. So they were dumping down. They were continuing to dump down.
No, I think
Right.
they were pulling up out of this.
Oh, I see. Yep,
They
you're
just
absolutely.
used this little cute baby.
Sorry, man. I didn't even. Yep, you're right. Oh, I didn't even see this winch behind you.
Isn't that sexy?
Wow. There's so much stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
Air power.
I'm
A
guessing
winch?
so. Yeah.
Oh, maybe half-inch 3/8 line.
You have to get Derek to blast this hole too.
Yeah. Wow. Very sharp turn. The miners, I mean, usually didn't like to do turns like this because it just adds more resistance and you got to push harder. And then if it's very tight, you've got to grease it. So they only do it when they really have to. You actually kind of see evidence of some grease from the past that was there. This mine is awesome, full of goods. Again, a mix of the Hercules powder and another brand. I don't even know how many boxes we found so far. I mean, a couple dozen. Usually it's rare to find one. Oh, this is a cutie pie. What's this? Not dynamite. Timekin Roller Bearing Company. Huh. So it could have been like an ore car wheel or something that came in that. Maybe a couple of these cuties.
I think that's the bottom.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Nice. Still here in the same room. We found 2 different types of dynamite. Now we've got 3. It's the same Hercules brand, but it's coming in a different box. So I think these are more modern, the cardboard, as compared to the wood. Oh, some denim. Don't people freak out over this stuff here? Crusty. I don't think it's denim though. No, this is like rubbery actually. Yeah, they had a couple different eras of dynamite in here. Old boxes, new boxes, more of the cardboard.
Did you see the bottom of this one?
I thought it was.
Just felt I had to film this one more time, just because there's so much cool stuff here. Got this perfect dynamite box. You've got 2 different winches. I don't know, I guess maybe one's a spare. What do you think, guys? I don't know.
I think that one below was the main powerhouse, and then that one, I don't know if they were using it to tip the ass into.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So that would be to pull it up, and then this one would be to maybe dump it, have it dump over. Very cool skip, like a mini skip. I haven't seen one like this before. Have you guys? Like a small one like this?
That is custom.
Got these beautiful boxes. I know I keep saying it, but it's crazy to find so many. Like just to find one is cool.
Go to the blacksmith shop and get the dimensions.
So this A-frame used to be up at an angle, maybe at a 45-degree angle or something, but it fell. And then you've got the pegboard here, which is very cool. You just move the peg, third ore car. Next one comes up, you just move it. And you might have one row for ore and one row for waste, or who knows what they had figured out in their head, but it worked. Little shovel holder there. Just full of stuff. Pretty amazing. Pretty much explored this level. Tons of artifacts, tons of stuff. We're just taking one last look here, figuring out if we're gonna head down this. Doesn't look super great, just because all the stuff that can fall. We like having fun, but like our lives as well. So if it was cribbed, no problem. But there's just so much stuff that can fall from this wall, because we're gonna be putting our feet all over that wall as we descend and ascend. I'm probably saying negative on me. What do you guys think? Okay.
Same, too much loose crap.
Yep. Way too much loose stuff. Unfortunate, but okay with the decision. But also, we didn't miss anything. I mean, just looking at all this stuff itself is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
There might be some more dynamite boxes, might be another ore car, but we're seeing all that stuff up here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all right. We'll call this one fully explored. And if anybody wants to risk their lives going on that, go for it. But you guys have seen some of the stuff we've gone through, so we're not scared, but we know when to call it quits, which is why we're still alive. So enough excuse making. We'll start it back up on the way out. I know we're jumping around with the video a little bit. There's just so many places to go and see. I like to make it smooth, but we're just randomly jumping everywhere. So we're gonna run up here to where this tank is, where we were talking about this thick, heavy-duty air pipe. And then this right here is where that first shaft was that we were looking down, and where the skip car is in the slusher bucket. So this whole thing here is a false floor that is over that kind of nasty shaft that we were looking at. So, you know, we like to adventure, but we also don't like to injure or kill ourselves. So I think we're going to skip this just due to all of this nasty rotting wood that's sitting here that could fall at any time, and that's certain death. So we're going to skip this one, but there's still plenty more to see. I just can't believe all the dynamite boxes. It's just crazy to find one. And this one, I think we're up to at least like 50. We just stopped counting. Tons of boxes. Little collapse here. Wow, a bunch of stopage. Stopes, straight up. Crazy. Swiss cheese of a mountain. I think those are blasting cap boxes or tins. Wow, there's a face. Face and more stopes. Yeah, dynamite tins, or excuse me. Oh, here's a little bit of writing. Dangerous. Good. Rusted out. Yeah. Those are blasting cap tins for sure. Oh, another disconnect. Is this yet another brand? This is the third brand. Trumbull. Never heard of it before. It's a 60 amp 2-pole. Up to 575 volts. Yep. Yes, this is that pre-Romex stuff, which is braided. It comes apart, actually. Yeah, just braided. It's not that rubber / plastic, you know, NM insulation for Romex. This is old stuff. No ground either. Back here again, you wanna... Oh, this is it, huh? Mm-hmm. This briefly wraps around. Yeah, I guess I'll shimmy down this one. That's all we've got. Okay. Kind of a mess here. It's a wheelbarrow. Did see a wheel up top. hard with one hand. Oh, yeah, that's it. Collapse, unfortunately. Or backfill, who knows. Because he did pull up the rail. We'll add it over here, we can check out. Huh, another face. There's our first carbide tin that we've found on this trip. Yuck. Do not drop. Good to know. So, I would say this mine probably was very extensive back in the day. A lot of collapses, certain areas that we can't proceed. But the concentration of really cool stuff to say like square foot of this mine is extremely high. I mean, all the boxes, the ore cars, the working ore cars, the lamps, all that stuff. It's this mine is loaded for sure. So we're gonna take one last look at that winze that we can head down, and we'll pick it back up then. All right, so we were looking at this here. I saw the switch, so I was assuming they were crossing each other, but what are you thinking? I mean...
No, they're all separate. They must have reoriented things because this only serves. Yes, this track's totally
Yeah.
separate.
Oh, and they're different sizes. They're different gauges.
Smaller, older
Yeah.
weight of rail.
So maybe they had plans to potentially run it behind me. But okay. I can't think of a mine where I've seen something like that. Two different gauges right next to each other.
Yeah, and two intact switches.
Yeah.
So close to each other.
Does it work if you push it?
I tried giving it a shot.
Oh, okay,
It's
yeah.
seized.
Definitely a bigger gauge.
Mhm.
Want to see if this one moves?
This one.
No.
No, she's rusty.
And we don't want to go this way, right?
Oh, I want to check this out. Looks like there's a fan over here.
Let's take her hander.
Pit of Death. Yeah, well, it's an ore chute. So that... What? Why would there be an ore chute that's lower than that one back there? We need to go down that incline a little bit further.
No, there might be
It might, yeah, sump level or something, exactly. This is sweet. I haven't seen a blower like this in a mine. It's like a kind of a turbo style. Oh, just a regular fan. Belt driven, so the motor was there.
Tweeters ran off with half of the copper.
Yeah. So I imagine there's probably some sort of filter that went on here and then it just would blow. But it's faced the wrong direction, isn't it? Because it's all ran that way.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Oh, here's some instructions for the dynamite. Hard to see. You know, that's... Of all the safety things here in this mine, I think that is unsafe. Because if you go back to where that turbo inlet is, Maya, that is equal to your wiener length.
That's true.
And it could suck it right in. I would
Ooh, yeah.
I would shut the mine down over that. Everything else seems fine. That's a problem.
Yeah.
We're maybe a quarter of the way up. It's neat to see things from another perspective. So for example, coming down here, I just thought these shiv wheels here were just like laying there, but they're actually supposed to be there on purpose to keep that cable from veering over. I guess in this case it would be to the left. So what I thought was just junk is actually a properly placed piece of equipment. So again, hi guys, heading up. Different perspective on how big this room is here. We're just above the electrical station we were looking at on the way in, but Very big, mine. A lot of big rooms. And I have no idea why they kind of, I guess, changed direction of this track when they were coming down. Almost like the surveyor screwed up. Like, oh, we gotta correct a couple degrees, my bad. So we're back at the hole, and it is not very sturdy. The only thing that is sturdy is the steel, so we're trying to utilize that. Derek already knocked down one of these cross beams. So Derek had to restart back at the beginning again. But yeah, the wood is shit. We have to use the rails. That last one you just pushed off of partially gave
Okay.
way, so. Nice job. All right,
Time
buddy.
to do my back.
A shower shot.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Another one ready for you when you get out.